One student.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now see, whatever the HTML page you are having, okay, or whatever the JSP page you are having in your application, all that information, I mean, that should be, suppose if you are having a home page, that home page you can provide it as a value for the attribute like input. Okay, suppose if you assume that you have an input page, okay, so that we can provide the input page here as like this slash one.jsp. Okay, I will tell you later on what is a path. Okay, name, whatever the name you will define here, the same name you have to define here also. Okay, now suppose, see here in my model component I created a subclass, right? I created a subclass. What is my subclass name? What is my model subclass? Hello?
Hello. It could be actions subclass
Hmm?
for model action form.
My subclass is my form, right? So in the type attribute of the form being tag, I will define my form being name, my model component name. That is nothing but my form. It is name of my model component, class of my model component that can be found in the type attribute in the form being tag. Now what is my class, subclass of my controller?
My action.
My action. Now that name I have to define in the type attribute. My, okay. Now, so path. Path is a value which is nothing but the action that you defined in the JSP page. In the JSP page, we will provide the action attribute, right? That value has to be provided as path. Okay. That action attribute has to be provided as a path in the XML file. We know how to provide the path, right? In the JSP page. We know it or not?
Like the
Yeah.
input.
In JSP page, we will provide the path. I mean, we provide the action attribute, right? Action equal to some value we will provide. The same thing we will provide here also. Okay,
Hyperlink.
but yeah.
Hyperlink.
I didn't get Saurabh.
Are you talking about the form or hyperlink?
I'm sorry. The JSP page provide action equal to some method equal to something and action equal to something, right? The
Yes, sir.
value of the action attribute will be provided as the value in the path. Okay. Clear for you?
Yes, sir.
No. Forward equal to, here this is the stage where the controller will move the request to the success page or to the failure page. Okay, so if the success means success attribute I will provide here and it will go to the success page. If it is failure, then it will go to the failure. Okay. Now, to more, for getting more clarity on this one, what I will do is I just want to show you an example. How we are going to use the struts application. I will make myself as a presenter, guys. Now, first of all, every one of you, make a note of the JSP page. JSP, write the name as feedback.jsp. Everyone, take a piece of paper and make a note of the JSP page as feedback.jsp. Just mention it as input page. Okay, next one. Action equal to this one. Action is equal to feedback demo. Action is equal to feedback demo. Make a note of action equal to feedback demo. So the first thing is my JSP page name is feedback.jsp. In that one, I am providing an value for the action attribute as feedback demo. And then name is equal to feedback data. Name is equal to feedback data. Name is equal to feedback data. Completed or not?
Yes, sir, completely.
Right.
Yes,
Now
sir.
see here. I am not using the JSP tags directly. I am using a specific set of tags called as Struts tag libraries, which are available from a framework like Struts. Okay, so here first of all what I am doing is I am creating some components. Okay, so first one is I just want to enter the name, and then I need to select a a radio button. For that I created two components. One is for male and other is for female. And then I just created a text area, okay, which is nothing but where I can able to provide some group of text lines, okay, where I can able to store some group of text, huge number of text lines. Okay. Now, and then I'm having another component called as an email. Okay, mail is a component. So here, if you observe, property is nothing but mail. Property is a component. Okay, property is sex. Property is name. Okay, so how many properties we have? We have at least 4 to 5 properties. One is the name, other one is the sex, the next one is the comments, and the third and the next one is the
Null.
Email.
some component. And so here I have some components, and if once I provided this, once I fill this form, then the whole data will be going and hitting to the action what I provided, like a feedback demo. Okay, now so here I created some set of components like text. Okay, I created some component like text. So once I created the component, not only the text, but here I have some set of other components also like sex or something like that. Okay, I can, okay. And then what I am doing here is I am passing some information in my JSP page, and I click on the submit button. Then immediately the data has to go and hit to the feedback demo. So this is fine. But if once I provided the value for the text, or once I provided the value for the radio button, or once I provided the value for the email or for the component, where that data will be stored, that will be held by a component called name equal to feedback data. For all these data, the reference will be feedback data. Okay, fine. Now, go to the, first of all, go to the next component. In the MVC design pattern, first is the view component that we completed. Now I want to go with the model component. So what the model component contains? The model component contains some business code, business logic, or it contains some reusable components. Okay. So my model component will be importing the properties from a super class called as an action form. Just for naming convention, I'm just mentioning any class name ending with the form so that I can easily understand that this is a form class that belongs to the model component. and then I am going to import the properties from a superclass called as an org.apache.struts.action. Action form. Okay, action form. Action.
So this is a view, right?
This is the model component. You completed. You is nothing in the JSP page, right?
So we are taking input into model directly.
We are not taking any input into the model component directly. We are going to make it as a reusable component. So the
Oh,
JSP page
okay.
is
Changed
make a
the.
product data, right? It means it is reusable one. So that
Yeah. Sorry, sir, my mistake. I thought it was the feedback JSP.
okay, and now here, whatever the components that I am having in the view component, all those components will be provided as a properties here, name, sex, comments, email. And for this one, I will generate the set methods and get methods here. This is a reusable component, that's it. Now, see, from through the JSP page, I will fill the form and I will click on submit button. Okay, now once I fill the form and click on the submit button, then the whole data will go to the action. Now, we will go to the config.xml file. Now, first of all, see here, more form component, form bean. Type equal to org.venkat.feedback form. What is this one? Which component is this? Which component is that? Hello? Yeah, what is that component? I mean, in the MVC design pattern, which component is that? Feedback form.
Model.
Model, sir.
Huh?
Model, sir.
Model. Right. Okay. After that one, in the model component, what we are doing here is we are going to provide the name here, feedback data. Where exactly I provided the feedback data here? See, see the page what I asked you to note. Name in the JSP page, right? Name equal to feedback data. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Name equal to feedback data. That one I configured inside my server. So whatever the name I provided here, in the action tag also I should provide the same, right? Go to the action. So in the action also I have the same name here. Okay. Any doubts in this one?
No, sir.
Up to here clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Now the next thing here what I'm doing is in the action tag I'm going to declare the value of
Muted.
my action class name. So what is my name? What is the name of my action class? What is the name of my action class? Hey, what is the name of my action class, guys?
The feedback data, sir.
Huh? What is that one?
The
Unmuted.
we provided in the input form.
Feedback action.
Class is a feedback action, right? The name of the action class is feedback action. Okay. And then the path what I provided in my JSP page, I mean the action what I provided in my JSP page, that will be provided as a value of the path attribute. And the name, as we know, this is the one I provided in here. So the same thing I mentioned here. Scope equal to request, this is a common thing. Forward equal to success. But where I configured the forward here. Now go to the controller class. The controller class is nothing but feedback action class. In this action class, okay, you will be having, okay, in this particular feedback, I mean in this particular action class, you will be having some success component. Okay, you will be having some success page. The success page means what here? Very simple. Success page means either I should go to the success page or I should go to the failure page. To any page I can go. Okay, not only, every time there is no rule that I should go to the success page or that I should go to the failure page or something like that. Anything can happen here. Okay, so if you observe here, I defined a variable like success. Now before that one, I have my class which is extending the properties from the super class called as an action class, which is nothing but the controller class, class. Now after this one, what I am doing is, this action class contains an internal method called as action forward. What is that one? Action forward. So this action forward class contains a method like execute method. This contains action mapping, action form, HTTP servlet request, and HTTP servlet response. All these components. Okay, and then which contains find forward method, which is available from an object like mapping dot find forward of success. What is the variable name of the success? F name only, right? That one I mentioned here. Okay. Now see, if the request comes to the controller, now what the controller will do here is, the controller will forward the request to the success page. Once the request comes to the controller, so what the controller will do, it will forward the request to the success page. We forward the request to the success page. So it means success page means it's a JSP page, okay? It's a success page, okay? Now, go to the feedback, no, go to the action config.xml file. In this config.xml file, I configured the information, okay, about the success. So from where the success is coming? From the forward tag, right? From the mapping.find forward. So the success, okay, the forward tag will forward the request to the success page when it hits the success. In the action class, I am having only the success attribute. If it hits means, then definitely it will forward the request only to the success page. This is how exactly we will define or we will design a struts application here. The first time it will be a little bit confusing and little bit complicated, but later on definitely you will enjoy of writing the code in that. Guys, any questions on this one?
Yes, sir. Just a second.
What, Saurabh?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was saying, uh, why do we need to define a different class for feedback action? As it just seems trivial to me, like to define a separate class. Like as the MVC suggests, we need to define that class. Yeah, but there are so many components that we are using in that class, like action mapping.
Hmm.
What is the use of action mapping?
Uh, in the action class, you will be having action mapping, right?
Yeah, action mapping is the one of which I don't understand.
Action mapping, action form, request and response. We know what is a request and response will do. Request and response will take the request and it will process the request. That is the thing that already we know in the class, right?
Yes, sir.
But when they come into the mapping, what the mapping says is because we configured everything inside the XML file, that is nothing but a mapping, that is nothing but the action mapping. How the controller know whether the data has to get from the XML file means because of this parameter only. It indicates that, hey, come on, this information you have already provided in the action. Get that information from there. But what type of information it has to get? Success. So in the action tag, you are having the success information in the forward tag. That's the reason why the controller is going to the XML file. Otherwise, how the controller will know the information, how to run this application, or how the flow of the application. So
So,
related to this, whatever the data you are passing, that data has to be getting from the action form only. Okay, so that's the reason why I created an object action form. This is what exactly the standard way of writing the action class. Even if you write any action class in the Struts application, the steps will be very common. Maybe you will be writing sometime the success page, success and the failure variables. Okay, but almost you have to input the properties from the action class, and then you should define the execute method which is available from the action forward, and the action forward will be forwarding the request to the success that should be configured inside the XML file. So because of the information that we are having with of the XML file, the controller is going to that XML file, getting the information and processing your request and response, generating the response. This is how exactly the flow of your application will take place.
so if there's a failure, like if we have this as a
Now, what
success,
I will here I will write one more tag like a failure tag. Okay, and here I will write another tag like a mapping dot find forward of failure. Now in the config.xml file again what I will do is just like the forward tag, I will write another tag name equal to failure, path equal to failure.jsp. That's it.
we'll just add another tag forward.
I will show you another example. Okay, this is the basic way of understanding how the struts application will take place. In the next example, I will show you how to write the success and the failure and how we have to get the information like username is required, or password is required. Everything I will show you using the property files also. Okay, but first session itself you are going little bit heavy means that it will be difficult for you. In the next example, I will show you that.
Yes, sir. Also, sir, one thing more. Could you send us the doc file which you showed us yesterday? The on
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah, just 1 second. Sorry guys, I forgot that one. Okay. What is this? Saurabh, right? Saurabh G. iCloud. Saurabh Gupta only, right?
Yes, sir. saurabhji@me.com.
iCloud or something.
Yes, sir.
I think my Dropbox username and passwords are with you, right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
My Dropbox username and password information is with you?
No, sir.
Okay, I will send that one also. There you will find this exam. Saurabh, Mark, let's see, Petra, Petra. Yeah, please check your email, guys. Okay, I forwarded everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was
Received,
good. It
sir.
was pretty good. It was pretty good, but everyone on.
You get the information, okay? And we will have a discussion on the remaining topics.
Okay, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Right. Thank you, guys. Then we will meet in 2 hours. Bye.
Okay, sir. Bye.
My turn now.
You can leave them.